So, ladies and gentlemen, some folks have been asking for more details and such regarding my pond. And quite frankly, that's something that I've needed to do for a little while now. Because it's kind of come to my attention, not a whole lot of people have done info on ponds and such. Or cheap ponds, I should say. So, I just kind of want to go over the, how I did everything, plans for the future, why I'm doing what I'm doing, as well as the aggression in the pond, because that does require some attention. So, let's get to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my main pond. 1,000 gallons, 6.5 feet wide. It's 24 inches, like from the top to where it hits the ground. Of course, it's not filled up all the way. And then it is, I call it 10 foot. It's technically like 9.8 feet. So across. And you'll notice I have this stuff right here. This is 1-inch polystyrene. I put all around the entire thing to insulate it. Filled it with expanding foam. And then during the winter time, I have a greenhouse that goes over this. And I put bees over it. It is, well, hold on. Can't really pull it out, but in essence, just greenhouse siding that you can buy from Home Depot. I think for an 8-foot section, it's like 30 bucks. Not the cheapest, but I will tell you right now, it definitely does a fantastic job. So, in here we've got 3 channel catfish. We've got a red belly pacu. A lot of people call it a piranha. Not a piranha. Red belly pacu. I'm in Virginia, so I cannot have piranha. We have 3 large comet goldfish over there, and 1 over there. They are Dump, as his name, Dump, and the dumplings, because, well, they're fat. It might seem mean, but whatever. And for the catfish, we've got corn, bread, and Old Blue back there, the one with the big head. Got loads of bluegill and pumpkin seed in here. We got tiger shovel nose. And, of course, we got Big Mama, my big old largemouth bass. Let me see if I can get her to come up. Oh, yep. So, some people were concerned about, oh, if you put your hand in there, aren't you worried about getting bit? Well, funny thing is if I put my finger in here, yeah, I might get bit. That guy. This is right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Clef. He got that name because if you see on the front of his mouth, he's got, come here, bud. He's got like a little cleft lip. And I actually found him while I was fishing. I thought he's probably not going to do too well out there, so I took him home. Well, a lot of people were concerned that if I put my hand in here, it's just going to be torn to shreds. I did have my finger bit by Big Mama. That didn't hurt. Let me see. Even still have marked slight. See that like slight abrasion? Yeah, that's from her teeth. It's pretty much just sandpaper. It really doesn't hurt. But if I put my whole hand in here, this is my first time doing this, by the way, so. Hello. Yeah, no one's really. Oh, we got Clef. Okay, and the pacu. Clef, he's bitten me, or I should say she has bitten me tons of times. And that's just annoying. But the only one I'm actually concerned about is the pacu here. Because he will actually take a finger. But, that's the main pond. With some destroyed water lettuce because we had a big old storm come through. And then over here is the gar pond, which has 2 2-foot long alligator gar. They're very shy, which I can't blame them. I put them in here like 2 weeks ago and they're still skittish. Let me see if I can get them to come out. Oh, yeah, there's one. What's up, bud? That is the big one. So, They're both 2 foot, technically 1.4, 1.5 inches, but this is the pond for them. If I remember correctly, it's 5.5 foot wide, 8.5 foot long, and 26 inches top to bottom. So 1,000 gallons filled up, 600 gallons filled up. And the reason I put them in here is because they were originally in here. But you might be able to see it. I can't see it too well. Oh, maybe. Come on, little dump. Okay, so those white spots on them, yeah, those are scars from where a guard had grabbed a hold of them and just tore into them. I might be able to find pictures of what they look like, but I don't know. But yeah, pretty much the guard were trying to kill everyone. And for this one, because it's summertime, I don't have to worry about insulation too much. So for this, which, if you're going to insulate a pond, I recommend doing this. Get a pool with these things right here. You just go down to these straps. And before you fill it up, you can honestly slide these things right in. I've added no glue, no foam, nothing. You can see it. There's a big gap, which I'm going to do some tests on and whether or not it'll actually be good. But I can tell you right now that that was the easiest insulation I've ever done. And of course it does bow because technically it is higher than the pool to the ground. But, and you can see right here, it's bowed, but it's not that big of a deal. And for those of you who want smaller ponds, there's a little 4 foot by 4 foot by 1 foot little pond. Intex, I believe. And it works great as a quarantine hospital tank, or if you want a small pond. So, filtration is pretty simple. We got a Jabeo, I think that's how you say it, Jabeo CF20. Fantastic thing right here. I love this. And a Tetra Clear Choice Biofilter PF1. I got this because this was not growing enough beneficial bacteria to support both ponds. So, it just kind of helps out with that because it's filled with like bioballs. So, and by the way, you're wondering, I know you're probably wondering, what is that weird sound? Well, let me show you. That is this right here. This is my pump. Because I only have one set of filters, these ponds are connected. Would you shut up? It's weird. The reason I have this set up is like this is because this is more powerful than the pump in here. Meaning, this pond will drain completely, this one will overflow, kind of thing. And, oh, there we go. And it just won't be good. So, I have this set up as an overflow. And honestly, it's been doing fine. It's been way more clogged than this, and because it's submerged in water, it doesn't overheat. So far, Mike. And so that just goes right here, down a pipe, up to here, where it just kind of pushes along. I need to, by the way, these are just to try and keep the water less from completely overgrowing, because that's how it used to be, and we never saw the fish. So, this is just to help out with that. Yeah, overflows, circles all the way around, then back to this pump, where it goes through, into that filter, then it goes up, around, into that filter, back into the main pond, and the circle continues. Now, these two filters, right here. The Jabeo is set up for 2,000 gallons, and the Tetra is set up for 1,200 gallons. So, right now, I am doubling the amount of filtration that I actually need. However, that is not enough in my opinion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have each one of these setups for each pond. So a Jabeo and a Tetra on each pond, and this pond right here will get its own large scale inline heater, because the gar will be in here, and these fish, aside from the pacu, the tiger shovelnose, and the turtle, they can all survive colder climates. So those three in here I'm gonna take out, bring them inside into a tank that isn't great for them, but they won't freeze to death until I can verify that this will indeed retain its heat and be safe for them. And the gar I'm keeping out here because they can survive colder temperatures, like down to 60 or something. And I know I can get that, especially with the greenhouse, sidings, and inline heater. I know I can keep that. I just gotta make sure I can keep up to 70 is the absolute lowest I want to go for the pacu, tiger shovelnose. And the turtle's probably just gonna stay inside because, well, the air will be cold. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you folks like that. And, yeah, just kind of some ideas for if you want to do your own pond. Because I can tell you right now, this whole thing right here cost me less money than the filtration on my 200 gallon. Now, I did go overkill with my 200 gallon filtration, but you get the point. It's less than $1,000 for all of this. So, I would definitely say if you want big fish and you're on a budget, pond is the way to go. Just make sure if you're in a colder place, you prepare for winter, because it will kick your butt if you're not ready. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.